Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Civilization. Now what this video is going to be about is preparing you for war or giving some best tips and advices about war. This is something that this game it is about, so I think it is a subject that we need to bring it. There is a particular name, or I would say a strategy, much better than a name, which is being used on some other games. The name is the Hive. That is exactly. It's being used in Lords Mobile, it's being used in Iron Throne. Now it's time to bring it in Rise of Civilization. The name of the Hive. So for that particular reason, I'm going to use my own alliance as a example, sort of speaking. I'm just trying to zoom out as much as possible so you can see what I'm trying to say. So this is how I would best explain a hive, and I would probably is the best way I can show you a hive. You can see that there is a lot of players on the same area of the map. Now what is a hive going to be helpful in a war, or what is a hive going to benefit you during a war, and how should a hive be prepared? Well, first of all, if you want to create a hive, the one that I'm showing to you right now, it's a little bit wrong. And the reason I'm saying that it is a little bit wrong is because there are gaps. So right now there are gaps where other people can teleport. So that is very wrong. When you want to create a hive, you have to understand that you cannot leave any gaps in your hive. The reason strong and very powerful players can teleport into your hive or in that gap that you left. By the time you react, or by the time you are able to do something, they'll probably destroy enough players and cause enough damage that could make you lose the war. So it is very important that you cover a very large amount of area with your players. That requires that your players are online, your players have enough teleports, and your players have shields. Then optional would be resource cards and speed ups. So these are the things that you need if you want to have a beneficial hive. Now how does the hive actually help you? Well, first of all, if you have all your players, or the most important players, in a group one next to another, the reinforcement is very fast, the rallies are very fast, and you can do a couple of strategies which I would like to mention. So for example, I will take myself, but it's just an example. I will take myself as the center of the hive. Around me there is full of other players. Now there is a couple of ways that you can do this. You can put strong players on the outside that they are not afraid that we will be target. So that way if they get target, you can very fast reinforce them. So this is one way. Two, you can put weak players on the outside with a shield. That means that those are support players, so they will not participate into the war, but they can help with support. So they can support the rallies, or they can support flags, cities, or various other tasks that need support. Maybe transport resources and so on. Now how am I beneficial being in the middle of the hive? Well, I can create a trap, or maybe not necessarily a high level player like me, because they might really not want to rally someone like me, but a strong enough player with strong enough commanders that you can put in the middle of the hive. And how can you make him a target? You make sure that he doesn't have shield, that is the main important. No anti-reconnaissance, so you let them scout him. You make sure he doesn't have many troops into the city. 3, he needs to have a tremendous amount of resources. What I have right now is too little. He should have at least 100 million wood and food, stone, not necessarily gold, but the important ones, the first 3, should have at least 100 million. You can pretend, if they scout him, you can pretend that that is like your supply account. So basically that would be an account that maybe is going to supply other accounts during the war. So all you have to do is make them attack that city. Well, if that city has very strong two commanders, then you can very fast reinforce it. You make sure that his building is very highly upgraded, as maximum as upgraded, which is this one, the Alliance Center, so he can get a lot of reinforcements. Then it would be very beneficial if he's British, because if he's British, you all know that you get 20% more reinforcements. So as high as he can get, obviously probably not going to reach 25, but as high as he can get, he will be able to receive another 20% reinforcements. So if he has a large number of resources, if he has very good commanders, he can be a target. So you can build a trap, so-called a trap. This is what they call them in the other games. They call them traps. These traps can also be built if you basically just want to defend. So if everyone is shielded and then you can leave only one city, they obviously will try to take that city down if they want some action. So you can build a trap on that city by reinforcing it to the maximum, having very strong commanders and just pounding their troops. So this is a very good way how this hive can be a very beneficial into the war. Or there could be a second way how you can use this trap. So for example, they're definitely going to rally. If you shield, we all know that in this game they cannot speed up the rally. You can see when the rally approaches. When the rally is 10-15 seconds away, if that city is going to shield, the rally is going to disband. But where the rally is going to disband, the rally is going to disband where your hive is. So all their troops, they are going to disband in your hive. What can you do then? Every people, they're just going to come out from their cities, and you're just going to pound their troops as hard as possible and as much as you can. So this is a second way how can that be very beneficial. Not teleporting it away. Remember, it's very important that people don't teleport away from a hive, because you're going to leave gaps open and people will be able to teleport there. So that's really bad for the hive. It's like a broken chain in the link. So as I mentioned, the other way that the hive can be beneficial, you can put very strong players on the outside, which you can reinforce them, and they're not afraid if they get target. And you can put weaker players in the middle, make sure they are shielded and they are protected. So this is the so-called hive that, or this is the term of the hive that is being used on other kingdoms. This hive can also help you when you plan to teleport or when you plan to attack another alliance. This is gonna be helpful even for that, because it matters even how you teleport and you position all your city. You don't need to leave gaps. One gap and everything can go down the chisel. Alright? So this is, you can consider this as a preparation from KVK, Kingdom versus Kingdom. Not just for war, but I'm trying to say for war because this is what is happening right now in the game, or this is something that is happening on other servers. Wars. That's the name of the game, Rise of Civilizations, which is a war game. I'm pretty sure there is a lot more to talk about it, and I'm pretty sure there is a lot people can bring and mention about it. And this is a fair example of a war scenario situation, which I don't understand what's happening there, but you're going to see a lot of people fighting in this picture. Someone sent it to me, I just want to share it. And this can look like a failed attempt of a rally. All these people running away with those sad faces on top of them. This can only mean they attacked something and they failed. But the fact that they come from those directions, They definitely failed the rally. This is what this picture is trying to mean. So yeah, if you have a very strong hive and you can protect your middle, you're going to succeed. Now probably there is more that people can say about it. There's more that people can talk about it, so leave a comment in the comment section below. We can probably start a discussion about it. What is your opinion? What do you think about this hive that I'm just mentioning right now? Or what other points or tips and advices you can add to this? I believe that the hive is a very good strategy, and building traps or a trap, it can be traps as well. It can be costing, but this is worse. Wars are costing resources. So this is how it is. You need active players, you need people to react, you need people that actually listen and follow orders. If you have that, you can build a very strong and beautiful hive. You can protect the people, or you can build traps and defeat your enemies. Until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. I hope you find this helpful, and I believe that it is helpful and it can help during the wars. Because if you manage to defeat a rally, remember, if you manage to defeat a rally, you'll not lose any resources. So that is the whole point. And another tip and advice, when you're being rallied, is very important. I'm just going to show it right now. It's very important that the guy who is trapping, I'm just going to scout someone random that came out on the list. Alright, so it's very important that you do not have the war frenzy. So whichever is going to be your trap, he does not have the war frenzy. Why? If they actually manage to start pounding your trap, you might want to shield. So if you have the war frenzy, you will not be able to shield. You understand? So this is important. Having the war frenzy off is gonna be very helpful for your trap. Alright, now that would be all about this hive or about this trap. As I mentioned, we can start a discussion in the comment section below and let me know what you think about it. I think there is a lot we can say into this, and honestly, I really believe that this is gonna be the future for the KVK. I mean, they use it in the other games. This is the actual name they gave it, the hive, but I believe it's very helpful and it has a lot to bring into Rise of Civilization future strategy. Until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. Merry Christmas.